Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining. If you enjoy this video, please press like and subscribe and leave a comment to let me know what you think or with any advice for future videos. I am on Instagram as Carly Small, and on Facebook I have an amazing group of women in Empowered Goddess Tribe. So come and join that, ladies. I would love to see you there. Okay, let's get started with today's practice. A really nice practice to do when we wake up. First thing, just a really nice one to stretch all of the posterior chain. Bending the knees, inhale to lift the arms towards the sky, and exhale, folding forwards, bringing the hands over the feet, releasing the head and neck down towards the chest. Just having a very gentle stretch here down the back of the body. Now gently rolling down onto your back. I've got my socks on today, the Pilates socks, just because it's 4 degrees here today. It's really cold and this is going to be quite a gentle practice, but usually I would practice with no socks on. So hugging the knees into the chest and having a very gentle rock from side to side, massaging your spine, massaging your back. I get quite stiff after sleeping, and my back gets really quite compressed. So this practice for me personally is just a really nice one to bring some flexion to the spine. When you're back bending a lot, I naturally back bend quite a lot, and although it's really like heart opening and quite energizing, if you're doing that too much, then it can create quite a bit of stress and nervous energy. So it's really important to do some really nice forward folding to really calm the nervous system and really just nourish your body, especially as it begins to get cooler. We become quite stiff in the cold weather. So now let's come into a happy baby, holding on to the outside edges of the feet. The head is on the mat, really nice and relaxed and heavy, and the tailbone is reaching down towards the mat as well. Soles of the feet towards the sky. And maybe you can have a very gentle rock from side to side here. Hugging your knees into your chest and then gently rolling over onto your right side. Hi Lola. Resting here for a breath or two and then using your left hand to push yourself up to sitting. So let's come to sitting on the mat with crossed legs. Bring your hands into prayer. Close your eyes, especially if this is your morning practice. Really center yourself and set an intention for your day. So my intention this week is kindness, to share kindness with myself and others unconditionally. Sometimes we can be the most unkind to ourselves. We really have to be kind to ourselves in order to be kind to others. We really have to nourish ourselves and really make that cup really full so that it's overflowing. and giving to others just comes naturally from our state of joy and happiness. Release your prayer and let's come onto all fours now. So the wrists are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. And we're going to do a couple of cat-cows to begin. So inhaling to arch the spine, lifting the tailbone towards the sky, bringing the shoulders back. And then exhale, rounding, really lifting that upper back towards the sky, chin towards the chest. Inhaling to arch and exhale to round, moving from the bottom to the top of the spine. Inhaling to arch and exhale to round. I'm going to stay here, so whichever one really felt more soothing for you, stay in that position for a few breaths. This one feels really good for me, getting that stretch all the way down the back of the body where I'm super tight. And then from here, let's come back into a child's pose for a few breaths. Inhaling back onto all fours. Exhale, let's push back into a downward dog to really stretch all the way down the back of the body. So hugging the forearms towards each other, rotating the shoulders away from each other, bending one knee and then the other, walking out the dog very gently, really stretching down the backs of the legs, stretching all the way down the back of the upper body and the arms. And coming back into a downward dog. From here, let's come forwards into a plank, holding it here for a few breaths. And then either lowering knees, chest, chin, or maybe lowering your body down in a straight line all the way down onto the mat. And let's push back into a child's pose. Inhaling, come back up, and let's come to a seated forward fold now. So reaching your legs out in front of you, toes and ankles touching or as close as possible. We've already brought a little bit of flexion into the spine, so we've warmed up just a little, and we're going to forward fold now. Inhaling to lift up and exhale, folding forwards, holding onto the toes or the outsides of the feet. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale, folding forwards. This is really good to stretch the whole back of the body. I can feel this from my heels through to the top of my head, everything getting a really good stretch here. I can feel my nervous system calming already. It's really soothing. Inhaling now to gently sit back up. And now let's just do another forward fold. So you're going to spread your legs nice and wide as possible, as wide as comfortable. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. Inhale and then exhale very slowly, folding forwards. So maybe you can come a lot further than me, or maybe you're up here. Just keep focusing on the toes. Don't let them turn in. Keep them straight up or out a little. As you every inhale is a little expansion and a little lifting, and every exhale is surrendering, a little contraction further into the pose. And as you stay here breathing a little longer, you'll feel yourself become a little more flexible, able to go further. Inhaling now to sit back up. Bring the right hand either to the outside of the right ankle or calf, or towards the outside of the right foot. Inhaling to lift up, and exhale, bringing the left arm across. Maybe holding onto the foot or holding onto the calf or the ankle. Every inhale is a lifting and lengthening, every exhale a contraction a little deeper into the pose. Inhaling now, let's come across to the center. And left hand to the outside of the ankle, calf or foot. Right arm lifting up and bringing that hand across to wherever you can hold on there, the foot, the calf or the ankle. Feeling that really nice stretch all the way along the right side of the body, down the back. Inhaling now to gently come sit back up. And let's come into Shavasana now. Bending the knees and gently rolling down onto your back. So you may like to rest in Shavasana for a few minutes, or you may like to come into a meditation, focusing on your breath and focusing on your intention. Let the body rest and recover, and really take that time to nourish yourself before you start your day. Namaste.